What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Beck and Gerald here with another video update. And in this video, we're going to talk about and do our daily update on a platform that has been going through some ups and downs. And we're going to talk about where we are here at BOJ. I want to be clear about it. It's just where I am. All right. Before I get started, I want to make sure that everybody understands I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube that's growing his crypto in these many different platforms, nothing more, nothing less. If you like this content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell down there as well. All right. And you guessed it. You probably saw in the description, we're going to be talking about Zetbull. All right. Now, Zetbull, just for the summary, Zetbull was going through a time where it was just not paying people the same way that it had been before. And when I say that, I mean that some payments weren't clearing to people's wallets. There was talk about how the after plans that people got in weren't paying the way they should. They were showing up as a balance in the wallet, in the platform. However, it was not being able to go back to people's wallets, and people getting frustrated about that. Some people have just been experiencing trying to withdraw and it just doesn't work. Some people have been withdrawing and it has been working. Some people, I haven't really heard any positive things about the after plan just yet. But like I've always said in my Zetbull videos, where I stand on the after plan is I am not an after plan type of investor. I've done it in a few platforms on accident, but I'm not that kind of investor. I'm a daily withdrawal type of guy. I want to see my money, my returns come to me every day to my wallet, no matter how big or small they are. And that's just kind of how I've done most of my platforms. Some of them I feel different about, but in Zetbull in particular, I've always withdrawn my earnings and my referral commissions as fast as I could, or the other option would be to take some of those earnings and reinvest them, of course, in a platform that you may trust. And Zetbull was actually one of those platforms that I did that as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. But first, let me make sure that I'm logged in. That would help, wouldn't it, guys? That would help. And while I'm doing that, I want to also talk about another thing that Zetbull was going through. There are many fakes and frauds out here. And because Zetbull has been around for so long, it gives people a lot of time to create fake accounts. And there was an account that I had even previously promoted on this channel for a few days that was giving somewhat seemingly truthful updates about what was going on with the Zetbull platform. And here's the thing, these people out here that create these sites, they're very knowledgeable about the space, and they're knowledgeable about what's going on in different platforms, whether they are paying, not paying, and they will ride the coattail of their brand just to get people's money, just to fish people's money, and not have good intentions at heart. And I believe that there was a Telegram, like I said, that I promoted for a few days, and I have since then recanted my promotion. That was pretending to be Zetbull.com by saying it was opening a version 2 called Zetbull.biz. And I'm actually gonna pull up my Telegram just really quickly so you guys can see that they are actually still promoting their Zetbull.biz site. And there were a few red flags when I saw this. One, they closed the Telegram chat. And when you close a Telegram chat, you no longer allow people to update others about how things are going. And it says how to migrate to version 2. Zetbull.biz, right? It says create a new account, use the same old email. So they want you to use the same credentials as you did before, okay, in a new site. Let me tell you what's wrong with that. If you do that, you're giving this new scam site all of the information that was in your Zetbull account. So then now they can go into your old Zetbull account, sign in, and well, try to sign in depending on what securities you have up, and they can change information. They can change wallet addresses. They could be in here trying to withdraw and change your wallet address to theirs and withdraw your money to them. So don't do that, all right? It says make a new deposit. So not only are they possibly gonna steal the money that you have in your account, but in this new Zetbull account that you have just started with your old credentials, they want new money. And I'm hearing they want a minimum of $250. Now, $250 from 72,000 members, if 2,200 of them are online right now, which I think might be fake because any of these Telegram stats I feel like can be made up. That's a lot of money that they're trying to pull from people. It says after you complete the deposit, your account will be validated and your old balance will also be updated automatically to Zetbull version 2. Just no. You may then apply for withdrawal successfully. All right. Then they want 10% on top of the old. They want to put 10% and justify some more money to take away. I don't even know if that's what that means, but I feel like that's what that means. And then it says chat has been muted to ensure safety of members from scammers who may contact them while asking questions here. That can literally happen to you in any Telegram group that you join. So why they would close the chat just because of that? Red flag to me. You can literally be contacted by anybody on Telegram at any time. Trust me, I know. And they could be trying to get to know you, get information from you, share platforms with you, tell you they need money, tell you that they represent something that they don't. It's just the wild, wild west. This whole space is the wild, wild west. All right. So I just wanted, I say that to say, and I touched on this to say and remind everybody where my stance is on this. I know we're getting new subscribers every day that are interested in Zetbull. And if you see this Zetbull.biz, please do not sign up. I don't tell nobody what to do, but as far as for me, I will not be signing up for Zetbull.biz. And here's another reason why. I'm gonna share another screen with you guys because I'm now signed in. For those of you that are Zetbull faithful, those Zetbull faithful out there know that this has been around. Be aware for fakes, or be aware about fakes. This notification has been here for a long time. As long as I can remember, it's been saying be aware about fakes. We don't have any other websites except Zetbull.com. All right. I believe that if they were to start another website, they would put it on this one because they know that they've been telling everybody, don't go to fake sites. All right. Here is our real site. Here is our real Telegram. Here is our real Facebook, real Twitter, real official live chat. Right here on the website, Zetbull.com. All right. Right where my deposits and my withdrawals and my active deposits stay exactly the way that they are supposed to. I don't have to put any extra money in here, and I definitely don't have to put a minimum of $250. Okay. Now, that's just addressing the whole scam website thing. All right. So there's other websites trying to be Zetbull. Now to address where I am with the withdrawals. I've touched on this with every video that I do, and I try to be transparent. And I also want to say this before I get started. I don't want to seem insensitive to the people that aren't getting their withdrawals. Do I feel sorry for people that aren't getting their withdrawals while I am getting my withdrawals? Honestly, no. But I can sympathize with you in understanding that you made an investment in a platform or an opportunity and you feel bad about not getting paid. I get it. It's happened to the best of us in many other platforms. It's happened to me and plenty other platforms, so I get it. But I don't go into this putting all my eggs in one basket. I also go into this understanding, fully understanding. Some of you guys don't fully understand. Take this time to fully understand. All of these platforms that I talk about here on BOJ can be here today and gone tomorrow. I have been prepared for the day that Zetbull leaves before I even put $5,000 in it. Some of you ain't put $100 in it, but I've put in over $5,000 And when I made those investments, I was prepared to lose every dime, because that is the way you have to go into these platforms thinking. This is not house money. This is not, you know, this is not money you need for college, school, your kids, rent, electric bill, none of that. This is play. All right. This is risky. This is when you got that urge to go to the casino and see if you're feeling lucky. You got the green thumb, you're feeling good about yourself and what you can do. That's what this is. Okay. This is not for those of you that cannot handle high risk. Okay. I can't say it enough. I won't stop saying it. All right. This is a very risky space. I need people to understand that. I believe that the sooner we all understand that, the easier we can take, you know, platforms like this, or decide that they are not for us, which is fine too. You can always make that decision. All right. I want to show some history real quick. I know we're getting lengthy in this video, but I wanted to definitely share this all with you. Especially for those that are just joining us. And thank you for subscribing, by the way. We've got over 2,000 subscribers, so that's really, really awesome. Didn't go into this thinking that it would get a whole lot of subscribers, but I knew that documenting my journey might be somebody wanted to watch. So I appreciate all of you that are watching and subscribing. Okay, now we're gonna go to withdrawals here, okay? Now y'all know I like to show if I get my withdrawals and my batch IDs, because I get my notifications on my phone and all that great stuff, but nothing beats showing the batch ID. And those of you that know the space, you understand how important batch IDs are, because they are telling you, hey, we paid it out. It's there. We've sent it to the address. You can look it up if you want. You can copy this batch ID and look it up, literally, if you wanted to. All right. So I'm still getting paid. My $12.51 that I withdrew yesterday while I was on here with you guys came through, and so did my Dogecoin. And I'm excited about that, you know, not that I'm reinvesting or anything like that, but, you know, and it says, it even has, here's something I just noticed. It puts the questions that might be applied to your own questions right there in the transaction history. It says, I made a withdrawal request. How long to wait for it? After you've made a withdrawal request, you need to wait until we process it. We process payments manually once a day. Maximum awaiting time is 48 hours, but actual awaiting time depends on when you made your withdrawal request. If you made it right before the next payout session, you'll get it faster. Otherwise, you need to wait till we start a new payout session, okay? That could be very valuable information for some of you, so I'm glad that they put that here. Here's another question. What to do if my deposit that I had sent has not been activated by the system after getting enough confirmations? Great question. Here's what they say. As soon as you have sent your transaction to displayed address on deposit confirmation page, after a few minutes, order status should be changed, and after the transaction got enough confirmations, the deposit should be activated by the system automatically. You will be able to find the deposit on your deposits page. But sometimes the deposit is not activated for a long time. What should you check and do? What does it say? Firstly, you need to check the transaction or the deposit address provided by Zetbull and check whether your transaction has been processed or not by a wallet provider, okay? So if you have a wallet like an Exodus wallet, it'll show you, all right? Sometimes your wallet provider service that you use to top up Zetbull address, pretty much whatever wallet you're putting money into Zetbull with, may process your transaction later. So depending on the type of wallet you have, all right, it does play a part of how fast they get it. Secondly, you need to check whether your transaction got enough confirmations by the network that we need, okay? Now most, this is a sidebar, most need 3 to 6, okay? We know that confirmations go on for days, but the first 3 to 6 are very crucial. So I'm not saying that look for 3 to 6, but I'm saying that in my experience, most platforms and most wallets that receive get it confirmed after 3 to 6 confirmations. All right. Let's see, where do we leave off here? Secondly, you need to check whether your transaction got enough confirmations by the network that we need. How many confirmations we need to activate your deposit? You may see on deposit confirmation page where you see provided deposit address. This blockchain explorers may use to find your transaction provided by deposit address. Okay, so based on the coin, they're giving you different blockchain explorers that you can put your batch ID, all right, to check out where your transaction is. Okay, for Bitcoin is blockchain, for Litecoin is blockchair and crypto ID, or block cipher. I've seen a lot of block cipher and blockchain. Bitcoin Cash is blockchair.com. Dash is Dash Insight. Tether and Ethereum, Ethereum and Tether Ethereum are Etherscan. Dogecoin is Dogechain. Tron and Tethertron are TronScan. Ripple is XRP Scan, and Binance Coin is BSC Scan. Okay, those are links to all of them. They're clickable right there in your back office. All right. Let's see. If the transaction was processed in time, got enough confirmations that you waited for some time, like an hour will be quite enough. It seems the deposit hasn't been, it seems like the deposit hasn't been activated automatically. Okay, so if that is your case, if you've waited an hour and it doesn't seem like it's been activated, here are the reasons why, the most frequent reasons. Okay, the most frequent reasons why the deposit hasn't been activated by the system automatically is the wallet provider service sent your transaction too late and reserved deposit address for your deposit is not already reserved for it. So I'm trying to understand this. The wallet provider service sent your transaction too late and reserved deposit address for your deposit is already not reserved for it. Sometimes it may be the merchant errors when it hasn't seen the transaction or our system haven't gotten reply from it. So something in the communication between your wallet and the platform's transaction system, there's a miscommunication. Then it says, it goes on to say, let's wrap this up. Anyway, if you have sent your transaction to provided by our system address without mistake, we will find the deposit. So pretty much it's saying if you did it right, they'll find it. In order to speed up the search process, make your support request make your support request correctly on support page by making support request using the form with subject, my deposit hasn't been activated by the system with the following info. And then they want you to have this. Payment method, whatever crypto you use, deposit address where you made the deposit, amount of your investment, the batch ID from your transaction, TX ID, date and time of the transaction, and which investment plan you chose. All right. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. All right, we read all that. Now, before we get out of here, hopefully that was valuable. I know it took a little while. Let's see what we can pull out. I got $19 of this year, Bitcoin, and I got $3 of Dogecoin. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. So we got 1964. And then we have 375. And it's that quick. Can I take out this Litecoin? 3,055 cents. Litecoin? I can. Fantastic. So hopefully I get all of that. All right. Hopefully I get all of that. That's going to be great. Okay. So that's it. Tomorrow I'll come back and see if it's showed up in my account. But just to sum it up, please do not I'm not getting on Zetbull.biz. Okay, I don't tell nobody what to do. I'm just sharing my opinion. I will not be doing Zetbull.biz. That's one. Two, Zetbull is still paying me, fortunately, and I'm sorry for those that aren't getting paid. You know, plenty of other platforms out here that are paying. So, and we talk about them here on BOJ. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Put your 2 FAs on all the platforms that will allow you, because crypto is the wild, wild west. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. This is Zetbull.com. Yes, it's still paying me. Do not be intrigued too much into the Zetbull.biz. Zetbull.com is continuously telling us there's only one Zetbull.com. And if you're still a believer in Zetbull, and I know there's a lot of interest out there, I'm going to believe what they put on their website. All right. Till next time, we got some stuff to talk about. This is Zetbull. Peace out.